What's up, guys? Overly Critical Critic here with a quick little rant video, something like that. I got the fan going, I got the turtle tank, so that's what the noise is all about. But there's someone on the internet that I just want to take a few moments to talk about. This is not planned. This is kind of just, I did this on a whim. I don't have any really facts. I just have some opinions and some ideas to suggest. So, as you may see, if you are either on Facebook, a conservative, or have an interest in politics, there's this polarizing figure hitting the internet with her show, Final Thoughts. That's Tomi Lahren. Correct me in the comment section if I pronounce that wrong. And for those of you that don't watch her fun segments on Facebook, most of the time she takes a topic from the conservative point of view, nothing wrong with that, and she kind of just rips them apart. Very fair. She rips them apart. She does what she justifies and what her platform allows her to do, and that's fine. Except there's one big problem. It's the way that she addresses them. She goes on every video, and I'm going to link a few of the videos down there in the description. Her voice is just so condescending and degrading towards the issues at hand. Her conservative mindset has taken over her ability to justly report the facts and analyze the situation for what it is. I get it. She's on the other side, The world as we know it, it's a very liberal world, especially as us, millennials. I'm a millennial too. We're very liberal. We have these liberal ideas. Granted, here and there, you got some conservatives, but there's nothing wrong with that, okay? But it's the way that she talks to her audience. It's the way that she addresses her issues at hand. She's always bringing herself into the mix. I have X and X over there fighting. My ancestors fought in the Civil War, blah, 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 and that's fine. But, there's a limit that you have to understand that it goes a little too far. It's just, Tomi Lahren isn't a journalist. She's a radical, I think is the right word, a radical TV personality person. That's really what I think she is. She's nothing special. People have been doing her job for years. So she's, she's cool. She's actually the first young person I've seen. She's very pretty, she's young and she's taking the stand, and I commend her for her point of view, because I feel like in today's day and age it's a little bit harder to be conservative, especially with all the liberal issues, and especially during this especially during this election period. It's a little bit harder to feign towards the conservative side because you have this polarizing and tyrannical figure in Donald Trump. So I respect her for that, but it's just the way that she presents herself and the way that she addresses issues. It seems as if you watch her videos, that she's just yelling at you. She's screaming her point, and she's really just ripping this person apart. And I'm going to pull a line from the Kaepernick video, at least a part that I noticed. She completely she doesn't even fully abide by the statements given by Colin Kaepernick, and just because he makes a point for his community, it doesn't mean that he doesn't like white people. I think that was one of the most absurd arguments I've heard in a long time, is that he was raised by white parents, but because that he's not standing, he doesn't like white people. I don't think so. I have a lot of black friends, and just because I'm white doesn't mean they don't like me. just because they're being oppressed, because I listen to them and I understand the issues are going on hand, and I try to educate myself as best as possible, because that's the only thing that you can do as a white person. You can educate yourself. We don't understand. We will never understand the issues at hand that a black person, a Hispanic person, a Muslim person, anybody that isn't white goes through every day. We don't understand it. We never will. You can educate yourself and you can have a basic understanding, but when it really comes down to it, we don't even have a clue how it feels, or what the looks that you get, or the groans that you receive. So my advice to you, Tomi Lahren, is to educate yourself and to stick to your day job, because right now you're just nothing better than TMZ. And I hope you see this. I really do. Because you're a piece of shit. So, those are my thoughts. Actually, those are my final thoughts. And if you like this video, leave a like. Leave a comment down there in the comment section if you have anything. If you want to talk or you spit politics, we can definitely do that. I'm pretty open to any sort of ideas. If I'm touching my face too much, it's because my face is really itchy. I got the fan blowing on me and all that, so I'm really sorry about that. I'm really trying to work on how I present myself on camera. And I'll catch you guys sooner rather than later with another episode of Final Thoughts. See you then.